McAfee, part of Intel Security, proudly presents the Managed Services Quick Start tutorial for McAfee Complete Endpoint Protection for Business, created in conjunction with Crescent City Cybersecurity. The Quick Start topics that we will cover are the CEB Common Software List, extensions and packages, creating software deployment tasks, and creating software deployment projects. The CEB software includes VirusScan Enterprise, VirusScan Command Line, VirusScan Enterprise for Linux, Endpoint Protection for Mac, Host Intrusion Prevention for desktops, Desktop Firewall, Deep Defender, Site Advisor Enterprise with Web Filtering, Device Control, Full Disk Encryption, Endpoint Encryption for files and folders, Enterprise Mobility Management, McAfee Security for email servers with anti-spam, Security for Microsoft SharePoint, VirusScan Enterprise for storage, and Real-Time for ePolicy Orchestrator. The most commonly used software in the CEB suite are VirusScan Enterprise, Host Intrusion Prevention for desktops, Desktop Firewall, Site Advisor Enterprise with Web Filtering, and Full Disk Encryption. This is a fresh install of ePolicy Orchestrator Server 5.1.0. When we navigate to the Software Manager, you'll notice that we do not have any software or extensions checked in. In order to manage VirusScan Enterprise, we must first download the software and extensions. We can do this by clicking on Endpoint Security, scrolling down to VirusScan Enterprise, and clicking on the button labeled Check in All, accept the agreement, and click on OK. In this example, you'll notice that the install with Patch 4 has been downloaded along with the Management Extension Patch 4 itself and VirusScan Enterprise reports. The Management extension allows us to manage the policies for VirusScan Enterprise on the ePolicy Orchestrator server. The install and the Patch 4 are both packages. Packages are the actual install files that we deploy using client tasks. Once VirusScan has completed installing, we can download the next software product. Here we will choose McAfee Host Intrusion Prevention 8.0. Again, we will choose the Check in All option. You may notice that there are two items that are being updated: the install and a patch. These are the packages to deploy Host Intrusion Prevention 8.0. The extension is not downloaded with this task. You must download the extension separately and install it in the Extensions menu. To do this, we'll go back to Endpoint Security Host Intrusion Prevention 8.0, and we will click on Download next to Management Extension. We will save this to our Downloads folder. Next, we will go to Menu, Extensions, and click on Install Extension. The extension is located here in My Downloads folder. I will browse to that folder and choose the extension, then click on OK, and click on OK once again to install the extension. This may take a couple of minutes while the database is being updated. Once the HIPS extension has completed installing, you will find it on the list of extensions on the left side. Let's go back to the Software Manager and download Site Advisor Enterprise. Site Advisor Enterprise is located under the Endpoint Security group. We will select Site Advisor Enterprise, then click on Check in All. For Site Advisor Enterprise, you'll notice that the extensions and the packages are being downloaded together. There will be no need to download and install the extension separately. If you click on License under the category Software Not Checked In, You'll find the software that is licensed to grant your number but is not currently checked into your server. Here we will choose Driver Encryption 7.1 and click on Check in All. For McAfee Drive Encryption 7.1, you'll notice that the extension and the packages are both being downloaded. On our server, a couple of extensions failed to download. To remediate this, we can go to License Software, choose McAfee Drive Encryption 7.1, and click on Check in All. In an event that the software extension does not install properly, you can install the missing extensions one by one. Once you have verified that the software packages are checked into your master repository, you should proceed to the system tree or the policy catalog to configure all your policies for all your products. You should always configure all the policies for all your products before deploying the product. This will ensure that when the system receives the product, it will act in accordance with the way you desire. McAfee does publish best practices guides for various products. If you locate a best practices guide for your product, but it is for a lower version number, it may be acceptable to still use those procedures. Once you have created your policies, modify them, and then assign them. You can then move on to product deployment and create a new deployment. This particular product deployment project will be called CEB for Business VSE Only. We will choose the VirusScan Enterprise package, then select the groups that will receive this. Since my dental and utilities customer only requires VSE from the CD package, I will choose those sites, then click on OK, then Save. I'll create a new deployment for CEB, DE, and VSE for Drive Encryption and VSE. I'll choose the Drive Encryption package along with the Drive Encryption agent in VSE. My dental and medical customers need Drive Encryption in VSE, so I will choose them, then click on OK and Save. In your Product Deployment menu, you can select on the Product Deployment project and view the summary. The summary includes the number of successful installs, fails, and pending operations. For more information about optimizing your configuration, please contact your Intel Security Channel Manager.